All right. Well, hello, everybody. Let's talk about our next form. This is the Century 21, be it Town and Country or for Century 21 SACMAR. This is the wire fraud warning. Now, there's a reason that this is out here. There is a great deal of wire fraud going on. There is really no longer a safe way of being able to deliver funds for a closing. But as you get with the larger amounts, this is typically going to be the way that it needs to be done. So I'm simply going to put this in other words, but we'll read it as we go through. Because you are going to be involved in a real estate transaction where money is changing hands, you are a potential target for cyber criminals. These sophisticated criminals could try to hack into your email account or the email of other persons involved in your transaction and direct you to send a wire to the hacker's account. And basically, guys, that's as self-explanatory as it can be. It does happen, but they need to know nobody is ever going to call and ask them for that information. So the next statement says they could even send you emails that appear to be from your agent. Me, you, if you happen to be that agent, your closer, someone from the trusted or your what I want to say, your title company, or even some others it puts here, trusted source. Who knows who it's going to be, but they can intercept these emails and stranger things can happen. Now, it also says when you're using Century 21 Town and Country to close your sale, we will never ask you to wire money via email ever. Nobody's going to ask them via email to wire. Now, they probably won't even get a phone call. The phone call is always going to be to the title company. And as what you can see with this particular one, our partner, Title One Incorporated, with their phone number, we're giving it to them so that when they receive their closing instructions, they know here's the company that you call and you get the directions from them. Now, if you receive wiring instructions, even if it appears to be legitimate, do not send money to that account. Always call to verify such instructions. Now, the closing, and it says if you receive closing with another company, always contact the closer directly before wiring any money. Again, always contact. I'm going to redo this one. This sucks. All right, next form. Welcome back. This one is wire fraud warning. Guys, it is most common because the amount of money that we're dealing with that title companies are requiring that we wire the funds for closing prior to the closing. Now, because people are after everybody else's money and doing it the easy way, the criminals are out there. I'm simply going to read this and we'll talk about it as we go through. Because you're going to be involved in a real estate transaction where money is changing hands, you are a potential target for cyber criminals. These sophisticated criminals could, catch this, is just simple language, could try to hack into your email account or the email account of other persons involved in your transaction and direct you to send a wire to the hacker's account. They can even send you emails that appear to be from me, your agent, your closer, or any other trusted source. Bottom line, as you can see, as it says here in red, when you are using Century 21 Town and Country or Century 21 SACMAR to close your sale, we will never ask you to wire via email, ever. Don't do it. Now, our title partner that I'm using in this example is Title One Incorporated with their phone number. That's a key. If you receive wiring instructions, even if it appears legitimate, do not send money to that account. Always call to verify such instructions. See, now they know who they should be calling, who our seller or our buyer should be calling to wire instructions. Now, closing with another company, always contact the closer directly before wiring any money to ensure it's the closing company. I always say that, look, get me involved, make sure that we're calling the right number to get the right account and that all things are coming correctly. Do not use a phone number or other contact information from an email. Use a business number from another source, such as the closing company's website, to make sure you are actually talking to your closer and not to someone who is intent on stealing your money. So we then simply have them sign this. And again, guys, note, it's a warning. There's nothing binding to this. It is just a warning. It's a disclosure. It's a be aware of this, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer or Mr. and Mrs. Seller. And this is where the two of them sign. So keep it simple. If you got more questions about the wire fraud warning, just check in with your manager. You guys have a great one. You know what to do. Go talk to people.